It's Week 11 of the National Football League, and the spotlight is on Justin Herbert. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Chargers and the Broncos. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Brock, one side seeking the sweep and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds, contempt.
It breeds contempt.
Yeah.
These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things in the papers. They don't want any bulletin board material. But the fact is, you know your division foe.
Time for teams to start making moves towards the postseason. Here we go. It's Week 11. Moore with a return. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
As you take the field coming off of a real late season bye, you just want to maximize what last week was all about. Making sure that physically, mentally, emotionally, you're recharged so you can go attack the final stretch of this season.
They'll throw. First play with Nix. Finds a man. Adam Troutman has it. He's got a gain of 6 there. Jack Gibbons in on the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now following the play, we have the medical staff hurrying out as we look and see it's Cortland Sutton in some pain down there. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Shotgun snap to Nix. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. That sure altered the throw. With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like...
Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. They'll throw again. Nix finds him over the middle. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Straight ahead with Williams. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now we see after that play, one of the Broncos having a little bit of trouble out there. They're going to head out to look at him. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Nix from the gun. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Bertolet able to knock it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product, Justin Herbert.
And you could feel it, Kate. He wasn't content at any point of last week's game. As he led them to a win, he kept pushing higher and higher. 300 yards, 350, 400, and he was still thriving, driving the ball downfield as the game ended with a good bit over 400 yards. With his mindset, well, that's the minimum bar for him to attack this week. That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
2nd and 10 now, Herbert. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. That's Baron Browning who makes the stop. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. A play fake, now Herbert to throw. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Herbert to throw once more. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Now Herbert again. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And the Broncos get set to take over. The Denver offense taking the field for their 2nd drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Short pass brought in. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James. Following that completion, a member of the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Nick's looking to throw. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Jack Gibbons in on the tackle. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Nix. It's taken in by Williams. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works. They come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. Darius Davis returning for the Chargers. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And the Chargers take possession. Throwing on 1st is Herbert. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
He's taken down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. The Broncos have Marvin Mims deep to return. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. No return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. So here comes the Bronco offense. They've got an early 3-0 lead as they take over here. Nicks off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials.
Ball start, offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20. Trying again following the sack. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And the Chargers will be set up with some great field position here. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Herbert now, blitz coming. He's on the move. He's on the move. Looks like we'll have a pause here. An injured Bronco out there and in some pretty obvious pain after that play. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this one does not go far.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. On the play fake, it's Herbert. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground. Trying to find his tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Herbert from the gun. The Broncos get to him here. He's brought down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Another punt coming up. Austin McNamara to again do the honors. Marvin Mims on the return. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. And he can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. He gets it complete to Josh Reynolds. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
First down, Denver.
Throwing from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
So keep that second and short play in your back pocket. So the penalty goes ahead and gives them the first.
Automatic first down.
They'll have a new set of downs following that defensive penalty. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Looking right, and he finds him. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Play action with Nix. He smartly won't risk something here, just chucks it away.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he's able to get this down to the 36. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tackle. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6.
They stay on the ground with Williams. And that's good for a gain of 5. Alohi Gilman up from the secondary for that tackle. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Picked off Cam Hart. And the Chargers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Herbert now. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line.
False start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They'll run here following the penalty. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Hit made by Josh Uche. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 14.
It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Just 3-0 is our score. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Throw left side, complete. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
That's another Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
It's Herbert once more. Got a man, Palmer has it. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Dobbins. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Running for it with Dobbins. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Chargers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers take a 4-point lead. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Broncos offense all set to go. And we'll see if they go right back to the passing game here, coming off an interception they threw in enemy territory. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising, quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. Getting out to his left. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap to Nix. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Their punter making his way out now. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Fair catch is made, a yard or 2 short of midfield. So no return on that punt. And it'll be good field position for them as they take over right at midfield. Herbert on 1st down. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. Massive hit, the ball is out! And the Broncos corral it!
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
The Broncos running their offense out once again. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. Brought in right side. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tackle. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Nicks off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. He tucks it and takes off. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the first.
Encroachment, defense.
Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of 3rd down, they're now defending 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for them now, following the penalty. Running it after the penalty. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Ball start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Another run for Williams. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they're going to bring him down at the 39-yard line. A timeout now, staff out to attend to an injured player, and that's Javonte Williams shaken up. And we know he's dealt with a big injury before. Hopefully nothing serious this time. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. 3rd and just 2 to go. Another carry for him. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. It's a gain of 4 there. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Broncos 1st down.
Nicks. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Nicks from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Okay, you give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Nicks. On the move, and they get to him again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're on a double-digit pace here, and I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
Punting unit out now. And some professional English on that ball as it bounces out just short of the end zone at the 2-yard line. The Chargers are getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And they'll have to go just about every bit of 100 yards to reach the end zone. That punt sets them up at their own 2. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So 2nd down coming up. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Tackle made by Chris Abrams-Drain. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down. Tight end gets it running forward. And he's brought down after a short gain. They managed just 1 yard there. It's going to be 4th and 9.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
Punt team on the field. Austin McNamara will kick this away. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Broncos about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Give to Williams from the gun. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
On second down, it's Williams again. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brought to the ground by Kaiser White. The timeout now, staff out to attend to an injured player, and that's Javonte Williams shaken up. And we know he's dealt with a big injury before. Hopefully nothing serious this time. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Darius Davis to return it. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. As his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there, and that's going to be a penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. The penalty goes ahead and gives them the first.
Automatic 1st down.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. McConkey's got it on the sideline. And he goes out a little short of the 40. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And they take him down right along the 30. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Trying the right side. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Chargers with a chance to add to their lead. Throwing on first is Herbert. Gets it to him on the screen. And this one doesn't go far.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out.
Ball start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. On 3rd down, Herbert. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Chargers selected to try for the field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll push their lead to 4.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Moore with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Broncos get the football. Not a lot of time left in the half. With the time remaining, we'll see if they can get this into field goal range before halftime. Nix with it on first. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. That's Moore on the quick slant. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. 2nd and 1. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. They'll throw again. Nix. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Chargers get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
First and 10, Herbert. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 46. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Herbert from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. That brings us to halftime. Just a 4-point game thus far. Now we'll jump from the West Coast to the East Coast, down to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin up in the Still City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. Where was the home team who were able to hold serve and get a victory in their stadium? Justin Fields, strong in the win, as his guys run their record to 8-2 with the W. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Brock Purdy, strong in the win, as his guys run their record to 8-2 with the W. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. C.J. Stroud, sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. We were treated to a fine first half from running back J.K. Dobbins. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Here come the Chargers for their first drive of the second half. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a 21-yard gain. And the Chargers will have a first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First and 10. Here's Herbert. Finds a man right side. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up.
Still first down.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't make the connection, was looking for Ladd McConkey. And that makes it second and long. A give to Dobbins to start the third. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. It's going to be 2 on the pickup, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 13.
3rd down and 13.
Herbert now, blitz coming. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Denver set to take the field on offense. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Throwing on first down, Nix. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Time we offered some serious blanket praise for this entire group defensively. The guys up front, they've certainly generated the pressure. Everybody on the back end in coverage, well, they're holding down their assignments to delay these throws. This is going to be one tomorrow, one fun tape to watch, because 6 sacks, it's hard to come by in this league.
On now comes their punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Chargers take possession. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Back to the air, Herbert. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second, and incompletion is still pretty good, too.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. Denver ready for another offensive possession. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. 2nd and 3 now. They'll give it to Williams on the option. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Stopped by Deion Henley. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? So the penalty is going to back him up 5, and in all likelihood, they need to come up with a new play call for 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Nix. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Jukes out a one-stop. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it'll be their football. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Able to hit Palmer, complete. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. The penalty goes ahead and gives them the 1st.
Automatic 1st down.
A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Into traffic, complete. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They send him left out of the slot. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle. 3rd and 4 coming up now. They motion the tight end over. From the gun on 3rd, it's Herbert. He has the 1st over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. It's Herbert once more. Cut near the goal line. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Dobbins will take it in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers now lead by 10. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers drive their lead to 11. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Moore with a return. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The offense getting set to go. And the open lanes, the beautiful windows that he no doubt dreamt about before this game, Brock, well, they just haven't been there. It's almost like the defense challenged itself between the pass rush and the secondary. Who could make more big plays here?
Yeah, you're talking about the difference between the practice field and then the reality of this game. Sacks, interceptions, and while we won't be the final judge on which area this defense has been the biggest winner, we do know who the loser's been, the quarterback, who's had to deal with an excellent defensive showing. That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Knicks off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Oh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still third down.
Well, the call helps, but still a third down to figure out now. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Herbert with a blitz coming. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Nix from the gun. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I'll tell you this, Kate, that's where you got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute, both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play call back.
Collects this at the 32. Breaks the tackle, still going. And not only does he go in the wrong direction, but he's stopped for a net loss on the return. The Chargers and Joshua Palmer set to go to work again. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
And 10 at the 29-yard line.
To throw, Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Dump off caught by his back. And this one does not go far. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And he'll try to hit this one well. He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line. No return on that punt. And the Broncos get set to take over. This offense ready to get going again now. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Brought to the ground by Kaiser White. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 31. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Nix now to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. The tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Nix with it on 1st. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. So now we get a stoppage. Looks like a timeout called by the defense. Play action with Nix. Got Williams, and it's complete. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Straight ahead with Williams. And they bring him down around the 34. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Chargers' 33-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Oh, he's gonna run for it! And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. This 42 yards from the right hash. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls them back within 1 score here in the 4th. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Herbert now off the play fake. That one's cut along the left sideline. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Running it after the penalty. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Escapes the sack. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
We get so stuck, Kate, on decision-making being the ball in the hands and where's he throwing it. The ball in the hands in the passing game, and what kind of decision is he going to make? When in reality, in this game, in the 4th quarter, Decision-making's also knowing when to salvage a play. Salvage that real estate that's so important to try to play a little add-on and make this a two-score game. That sack, that's not going to help in that decision at all.
Hubbard quick on the draw. Jukes one defender, and he's able to drive up past the 40. That's good for 6 yards, but it sets up 4th down.
Well, Kate, that's a white flag waving if I've ever seen one. I'm not sure I saw any avenue with that run play that was going to result in a 1st down. It felt more like the coordinator saying, well, you earned that call by the mishaps on 1st and 2nd down.
The Broncos back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. All set up now for 1st and 10. They stay on the ground with Williams. And they'll only let him get up to around the 28 before taking him down. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line.
Ball start, offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Another run for Williams. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Charger offense making its way to the field. 1st and 10, Herbert. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
At the 28-yard line.
Dobbins gets it off the option. And he's tackled for a short gain. We have an injured player down there, and with his history, we really hope this is nothing serious. It is J.K. Dobbins who was hurt on that one. Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10. Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials.
Defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Headed out right. Oh no, the ball is loose. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
You In the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it brings up an LA first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing now, Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Second and 3 now.
Broncos 29-yard line.
Now Herbert again. Completed here to Johnston. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Third down, 1 yard to go.
Third and 1.
Herbert throwing again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11. The Chargers' kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. He'll take this at the 10. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Now outruns their offense to take over. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Ball at the 33 for first down. Nick's looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Now Nix. It's taken in by Williams. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Offense up to the line fast. On third down, here's Nix. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Broncos will have a first down. Nix from the gun. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Trying again, following the sack. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On first and 10, here's Nix. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Working quickly here. From the 31. Short pass brought in. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got first and 10. They'll throw again, Nix. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. It's the 2-minute warning here in LA. Chargers close to picking up their 5th win. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Running it again with Dobbins. And he'll get them enough for a first down. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Ball at the 33 for first down. Running this with Dobbins. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They send a tight end in motion. They run the counter with Dobbins. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. 3rd and just 2 to go. Going for the first with Dobbins. That's the 1st and more inside the 45. And he's down to the 42-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Chargers will have a first.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Chargers come away with a win in this one. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Chargers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.